Stage 1. The Ascent. You are standing in the middle of Times Square, 3 days before the match. You are 31 years old. You have exactly $14,280 New Zealand dollars less in your bank account than you did 6 months ago. You spent $2,100 on the return flight from Auckland to Newark. You remember the smell of your father's wool sweater and the way he cried when the final whistle blew. Now, the tournament has expanded to 48 teams. There are 104 matches across 3 countries. You are part of the largest sporting event in the history of the human race. You feel like a giant. You walk through the streets of Manhattan wearing the white jersey with a silver fern over your heart. People from Mexico, Poland, Morocco, and South Korea stop you. They want to take photos. They do not know who the New Zealand right back is. They do not care. You are a participant in the dream. You eat a $14 slice of pizza on a street corner. The air smells like bus exhaust and roasted nuts. You feel the vibration of the subway beneath your boots. It feels like the earth is humming in anticipation of your arrival. You have already seen the All-Whites beat Algeria 1-0 in the opening group match. You were there in the 84th minute when the ball hit the back of the net. You felt the beer from the person behind you splash onto the back of your neck. It was cold. It felt like a baptism. You are currently second in Group K. A draw against Belgium at MetLife Stadium will put you into the knockout rounds. You are 1 point away from history. You tell yourself this is the pinnacle of your life. You believe it. You buy a $12 coffee and tip the barista $5. Your phone buzzes with a notification from your banking app. You have $412 left in your checking account for the remaining 9 days of the trip. You dismiss the notification. You are 11,400 miles from home. You are untouchable. You watch the sunset reflect off the glass of the Freedom Tower. It looks like gold. You think this is how it starts. You think the world is finally noticing you. Stage 2. The Apex. The morning of the match is 94 degrees Fahrenheit. You are on the NJ Transit train heading toward Meadowlands. The carriage is packed with 140 people. It is designed for 80. You are pressed against a window. The glass is hot against your forehead. Most of the people around you are wearing the red and black of Belgium. They are loud. They smell like expensive sunscreen and lager. They talk about the quarterfinals as if they are a foregone conclusion. You look at your hands. Your knuckles are white from gripping the overhead rail. You are not loud. You are vibrating. You arrive at the stadium at 1:45 p.m. The match kicks off at 4 p.m. MetLife Stadium sits in the swamp like a giant silver crown. You walk through the security gates. The metal detector chirps. The security guard is a man in his 50s with a name tag that reads Gary. He looks at your jersey. He says, "Good luck, Kiwi. You're gonna need it." You do not smile. You walk toward the fan zone. You pay $18 for a souvenir cup filled with lukewarm Budweiser. You drink it in 4 minutes. You find your seat in section 126, row 14. You are close enough to smell the grass. The pitch is being sprayed with water. The mist catches the sunlight and creates mini rainbows over the center circle. The stadium is filling up. 82,500 seats. Every single one is accounted for. You look at the digital clocks on the big screens. 34 minutes to kickoff. You watch the Belgian players come out for their warm-up. They move differently than the players you watch back home. Their touches are silent. The ball does not make a sound when it hits their boots. It sticks. It obeys. You see Kevin De Bruyne. He is 35 now. He moves like a ghost. He doesn't look at the crowd. He looks at the grass. He is calculating. You feel a surge of adrenaline that makes your teeth ache. You stand up when the New Zealand players walk out. They look smaller than the Belgians. They look like men made of bone and muscle, while the Belgians look like they were designed in a laboratory. You don't care. You scream until your throat feels like it has been rubbed with sandpaper. You are part of the 12,000 New Zealanders who have made the trip. You are a white island in a sea of Belgian red. The national anthem begins. God defend New Zealand. You sing the Maori verses first. You feel the vibration in your chest. You feel the person next to you, a stranger from Christchurch, grab your shoulder. Their hand is shaking. You realize you are crying. It is not a loud sob. It is just water running down your face, cooling the skin that has been baking in the New Jersey sun for 3 hours. You feel like the 5.1 million people back home are standing on your shoulders. You feel heavy. You feel powerful. You feel like the scoreline is already written in the stars. Stage 3, the gathering. The first 15 minutes of the match are a blur of physical contact and high-frequency sound. You do not sit down. No one in your section sits down. The stadium announcer said the official attendance is 82,206. You can feel every one of them. The air in the stadium is static. Every time Belgium crosses the halfway line, the sound from the red shirts becomes a physical pressure against your eardrums. It is 108 decibels. You know this because the man next to you has an app on his watch. You watch your captain. He is 34. This is his last game or his greatest game. He makes a tackle in the 12th minute. He slides on the turf. You see the black rubber pellets fly into the air. He stands up and screams at his midfield. You can't hear what he says, but you see the veins in his neck. He is terrified. You realize this for the first time. He isn't brave. He is just more terrified of losing than he is of the pain. The Belgian winger receives the ball. He is 21 years old. He earns $220,000 a week. He runs at your right back. Your right back plays in the Scottish Second Division. He earns $1,100 a week. The difference is 11.2 seconds. That is the time it takes for the Belgian to skip past the challenge and whip a ball into the box. Your goalkeeper punches it away. The sound of the punch is like a car door slamming. The ball travels 40 yards in the air. You look at your watch. 22 minutes gone. 0-0. You are winning. A draw is a win. You look at the scoreboard. The possession is 71% to 29% in favor of Belgium. You don't care about the numbers. You care about the zero. You feel the sweat dripping down your spine. It pools at the waistband of your jeans. You are thirsty, but you won't leave your seat. You are afraid that if you move, the balance will shift. You are holding the universe together with your eyes. You see the Belgian coach on the touchline. He is wearing a suit that costs more than your car. He looks bored. He checks his watch. He says something to his assistant. The assistant nods. They aren't worried. This realization hits you in the stomach. They aren't playing a game. They are solving a math problem. They are waiting for the variables to fatigue. They are waiting for the 94-degree heat to melt the New Zealand resolve. You look at your players. Their jerseys are no longer white. They are translucent with sweat. They are breathing through their mouths. Their shoulders are beginning to dip. You scream focus, but your voice is lost in the roar of 80,000 people. You feel the first crack in the foundation. It isn't a goal. It is a look. Your center back looks at the bench. He is asking how much longer until halftime. There are 19 minutes left.